Purple world. Purple world made that.
What's good? What's good? What's good, chat? What's good, chat? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you guys can hear me. We're gonna be getting into this MPC build. right after this track right after this track right here.
Purple world made that.
Oh man. What is good, chat? What's good? What's good, peoples? What's good, peoples? Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're gonna try and get through this thing very, very quickly. Okay. Wait, hold on real quick. Just for you guys that don't know, this is the MPC 1000 right here. And as the video says, we're gonna be doing a pad upgrade to the MPC 1000. These pads right here, you know, obviously they're the stock pads that come with the MPC 1000. They are. Just in case you guys don't know, just a little background on this, on this machine. There's actually two versions of this machine, two different versions of it, right? Okay, so the second version has the upgraded pads, and when the first version was made, which that's this one right here, when the authentic version was made, the pads weren't as good. Well, at the time they were good, the way they did it. And once we break this thing down and I take the hood off, pop the hood on it, everything like that, then you guys are gonna see, I'm gonna give you an idea of what the pads are like underneath it. So you're gonna get a real in-depth view of this machine and how it was made, how it was built. I do a lot of stuff like this. You know, I keep telling y'all that I pop the hoods on machine. Y'all hear me say that a lot. I pop the hoods on machine. You know, and the reason why I do stuff like this on my own time, I've never shown this on the channel or anything like that. You know, because it's just something that I do on my own time, just to kind of dive into gear and understand how it's made, you know, just to check the specs on it as well. If a company is actually giving me what I want. I've done that to audio interfaces. I've done it to headphones. I've done it to machines like this. I've done it to, you know, the MPCs, synthesizers. And the reason why I know how to do stuff like that, I'm not saying I know how to fix stuff. You know, I do to a measure, to an extent. But the reason why I do stuff like this is because I came from a studio. You know, I talk about my interns, and one of the interns that I had, this is what two of the guys did in there. They did this type of stuff. So I shadowed those guys closely, and I'm glad I picked up, you know, how to dive into gear and how to do all type of stuff like that, and get a good idea of the gear you're using and all of that. Because this is the stuff that they did like this. They would always pop the hoods on mixers and, you know, go inside of it and change like the wires in it. Like if they wanted, you know, some different copper wiring or some aluminum shielding or something that'll give them less buzz, or they were always doing stuff like that. Or even if they wanted to change the output ports to a different type because they wanted a certain type of feel whenever they recorded through it, they were always doing stuff like that, you know. And they weren't doing it because the company did something wrong with the machine. They were doing it because they just wanted specific things out of the gear that they were purchasing. So those guys literally would pop the hood on machines and change up like boards in it and wires in it just so they can get a particular sound when they record like guitars, or when they record this, or when they record that. You know, so I watched those guys do that. And for a while, I would always be asking myself, man, like, is it that crucial? Is it that crucial to go inside and like buy the gear and just use it? You know what I'm saying? But the more I watched them, the more I took in stuff like that. That's the more I understood why they were doing it, and, you know, just the beauty behind it, you know. So shadowing those guys when I was in that studio for those 2 years, and that particular intern, which was my second intern, shadowing those guys as engineers and seeing how they dealt with their gear, you know, not only an engineer of you know, tracking stuff and controlling sessions and engineering sessions, they were also, you know, very well equipped to handle their gear as well. They knew the things that was up with it. They knew the stuff that you know, the details about it, all that stuff, you know. And that kind of impressed me that those guys actually knew that type of stuff. That impressed me, you know. So I kind of got into stuff like that years ago, you know, just popping the hood on certain pieces of machines, especially when machines would break. You know, like I'll tell you, I'll give y'all a good tip. When your machines break, or when they're faulty, or when you've had it for a while and something happens, that's the best time to actually pop the hood, or not just to fix it, but just to, even if you plan on getting something new, especially if you plan on getting something new. When you get that new thing that you're going to be working with, go in your old one, pop the hood on, and just start taking in some of the circuitry and some of the things that it takes to make the gear. Start taking that in. Now, you don't have to become a genius at it, but you're gonna slowly start understanding how these things operate, why, how they produce sound, what they do, all that. You're gonna slowly start to understand it if you just pop the hood on your old gear that you're not using anymore. I know y'all got old mixers and old whatever, some of you probably do that already. Like y'all got old shit that y'all just don't use no more, and it's literally on the shelf. Man, go get a screwdriver, pop the hood on that. And you ain't gotta fix nothing or do nothing to it. Just look at it and see how it works, like what's routed to what. You can look at the numbers on the board, like the boards inside have small numbers on ID numbers. You can go type those ID numbers on any website, and you can literally get an idea of what that board does, why it's in your machine, that particular board. You know what I'm saying? That circuit board is gonna tell you the capacitors on it, the circuitry on it, like the different things that's running. It's gonna tell you all of that just on that board. So what I encourage you guys to do is, on your old gear, like I say, on your old gear, when it's old, old stuff that you're not using, and you got a new mixer or a new whatever, and that stuff that's on the shelf, on your own time, like this, man, go grab that gear, grab a screwdriver, and just undo some of the stuff. Pop the hood on it. If it's easy to get to, just pop the hood on it and take a look at some of that stuff. Research some of the stuff in it. And I'm telling you, it's not that hard to understand. It looks like a lot when you open up the machines, but I'm serious. Once you get the information, it's not that hard to understand. Or for me, it's not. I actually gravitate towards shit like that. So that's something how I started, like years ago, like just literally popping it. I wasn't trying to do nothing on machines. I just wanted to see like why stuff is the way it is in there. And then it evolved to go and research the things. Like when I see a certain ID number on a board, on a circuit board, I would go type that in and then read what that board does. The different things on it, the different distributors on it, different capacitors on it, and see what it does. And then it evolved to, I started connecting the dots. This board is in there because it does this. And then when I researched this particular board, now I see why they put this board in this machine. Now I see the difference now, why this one is in this machine and this one is in that machine, just by the things that I learned about the board. You see what I'm saying? So all that stuff it's a way for you to not only start knowing your gear better, but it's a way for you to actually start understanding what these companies are doing. I know a lot of you guys, y'all hear me talk about stuff. Y'all hear me talk about the products, talk about things, and I tell y'all what the different things about, and I tell y'all some factual stuff about the products that you are buying. And some of them things y'all don't like to hear, but they're factual things. But what I want y'all to understand is, I'm not talking out of my ass. I'm talking because I actually go inside these machines and deal with them. I just never showed y'all anything like that, which I don't feel a need to. I'm doing this right here because somebody actually mentioned that. They was like, hey, I told them I was gonna do an upgrade on the pads, the MPC 1000 pads. And it was like, hey man, if you want, bro, like I could set up something real quick, that you'll be able to show it on your channel. So that's what they did. They set up this camera angle, all that, so I'll be able to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just a little table or something to where I'll be able to do it like in front of y'all. I was like, all right, cool, that might be cool to do. Just pop the hood on, and I don't think it's gonna take that long. I've never done anything like this on this particular machine, but I've done it on other machines. So I don't see why this one would be any harder to do. Like from what I understand, it ain't that, from what I see on the machine, it's not that hard to get inside. It's not that hard to mess with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I chose to do this, man. So yeah, we gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. Okay, Now let me show y'all the pads these pads right here. Like I was saying, I don't even think I finished explaining that about the two different machines. These pads right here, there were two versions of this machine made, two different versions. Okay, the original version, which is this one, the original version, has the type of pads. Now you're gonna be able to see it once we're inside of it. The pads, the way the pads are made in this machine right here, they're individual pads. Individual, which means you can literally replace one pad at a time. You see what I'm saying? You could take this pad off and replace it. You could take this pad off, replace. So you could replace one pad at a time with the original. You see what I'm saying? So that's what this machine is, okay? Now those sensors, how the machine was made, and in that fashion, them individual pads, these sensors go out very, very quickly, or, you know, with heavy use, they'll go out on it. And this machine is known for that. I've never owned this machine before, but even I know that about this machine, just hearing about it. These pads go out very quickly. So once I got the Gen 1, the actual first machine, once I got that, then I started, I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna end up upgrading the pads once I got this machine. I knew I was gonna do it anyway, not leave these pads on here. Okay, now on this machine right here, this machine is used. It came from a used studio, and the studio it came from, I actually know the person. You know what I'm saying? So, a few of the pads, when I worked on the machine, when I messed with it, a few of the pads, they work, but the velocities are a little bit low. Meaning that when you hit the pads, the velocities don't go full level. You know, some of them don't go full level. You got to really, really hit it to go full level. It'll trigger, you know, very, very easily. You know, like you could play on it like a regular MPC, but when you hit the pad, it takes a hard press for it to go to 127, to full 127. You know, whereas some of them, all you got to do is just tap it real like that, boom, and it go to 127 easily. You see what I'm saying? So I just noticed that about a few of the pads. I think it's like two up here. It's this row right here is kind of like that, you know, which your first row of pads, your bottom row of pads is always going to be the ones that get the most use. Because think about it, when you buy MPC, anything you chop up, these pads, particular row, gonna always be in use. Any samples you put it on these, but you know, now you might not make it all the way up here to these, but this first row gonna be in use, it will. So these pads you pretty much always hitting on the MPC, these pads. So that's why these pads tend to go out quicker, your bottom row, and sometimes your top row as well. It's just simply because anything you do, this row right here gonna be in use, this bottom row. You know, now if you do some extended stuff like a long sample or chopping or whatever, then you're gonna go up to these pads right here. But pretty much all the time you're gonna use these. Damn near 100% of the time you're gonna use the bottom row all the time. So these will go out quick. Then you gotta watch these buttons as well. These go out, you know, just from, you know, you always using the record over the play button as well. This play button always go out, you know. That's the normal buttons that actually fade on the MPC after time. Especially a classic MPC, something that was made back in the day. So I just noticed that about a few pads, they trigger, but they just don't trigger quickly to 127. Okay, now that's the old version. The new version of this machine, when they made it, it came after this version right here. The second version that they made actually has the upgraded pad. See what I'm saying? I believe that's the black ones, the black one like this. I believe that's how you can tell it there is the black one. Or if it is a blue one like this, then it has a black plate on the back. See, this plate right here is silver, but it has a black plate on the back. It's not silver like this. That's how you can tell it's the newer version, the new one that has the updated pads. Now, nothing is new. It's the same machine. When I say newer version, it's not a different thing that they did with the machine. The only thing is they got the new pad upgrades. Okay, now this is the pads right here. This is the pads right here from MPC Stuff. Y'all, I'm sure y'all know this website right here, mpcstuff.com. Y'all probably got a bunch of stuff from there. And that's a website, if you don't know it, that's a website where you can go get a bunch of stuff for your MPCs, different MPCs. But this is it right here. This is the new pad upgrade right here, which I ordered, and it came in just yesterday. Okay, now the good thing about I opted for the fat pads. See, that's the fat pads right there that you guys all know on the newer MPCs. You can get the fat pads. So you could get these similar pads. You can get these similar pads as well with the new upgrade. You can get these similar pads, or you can get the fat pads with the new upgrade. I got the fat pads with the new upgrade. So you don't have to get the fat pads, but you can still get the new upgrade, the new pad upgrade. Now the difference is, you remember when I said that that in the old one, these pads are individual. They're individual. Like when you take it off, when I take off everything, I'm gonna show y'all that these pads, it's individual. You can literally change pad by pad. The new upgrade, if you look at it, if you can see it in the inside, see, it's like the new stuff that we buy. It's one unit with the pads on now. It's not individual pads. It's a whole sheet, which is how the new MPCs are. Even the new one, the MPCXs, the XL, all of that. It's one big sheet. It's not individual pads that they did on the circuit board. See, so y'all gonna be able to tell a difference once I pop the hood. You're gonna be able to tell a difference. That this is a newer style, and then looking at this, when we look at the circuit board, it's the same chassis like this, same thing. I think this is different, the connection is different, but it still has the same plug, and then this plug is the same. But the chassis is the same. But when you flip it, when you flip the chassis over, y'all, when this is shown, y'all gonna be able to see how the pads connect individually in here, versus this one that has an all-in-one unit. All-in-one. The pads is like it's an all-in-one deal with a sheet, a sheet with the pads on it, right? So this is what we're gonna be switching it out, you know. I got the red just because of the red side, you know. Hopefully it looks nice, you know. It looks nice. It looks nice whenever I put it on. But we about to pop the hood on. Let's get into it. I don't want this video to be too long. That way anybody who wants to look at this, they can kind of do it. Okay, so chances are when you have an old MPC like this and it's you, chances are somebody has went in this before. You know, like chances are somebody has went in it before to do whatever, to change whatever, or to do something. You know, so I'm expecting that. I'm not expecting it to be brand new in here. You know, probably gonna be some stuff missing, maybe some screws missing or something like that. You can expect that on units that's old. You know what I'm saying? But it's still it's amazing. You know, I've already tested it. I've already kind of worked on it a bit. It's still amazing for a used unit. You know, and like I said, I know the studio it came from. I know the place it came from. So I know the guy takes care of his stuff really, really well. Okay, so I've never opened this before, but from what I can see, I think taking this off is going to require us to take these off first. That's what I was looking at earlier. So these screws right here, obviously, and I don't believe anything else has to come off. I'm hoping these red sidebars don't have to come off. From how it looks, if I just undo this, and then possibly something here as well, whatever, see I got a screw here. I'm hoping that if I do that, then this metal plate on the top, this blue plate right here, just pops off. That's what I'm hoping. If not, then we might have to take these bars off some kind of way, you know. But once we get in it, I'm gonna be able to tell the screws and what I need to take off and what I need to do. See what I'm saying? Oh, look, possibly here too. This looks like it connects to the frame as well. So probably may have to take these off, these screws right here. You know, this looks like it's connected to the red part right here, the borders. So I don't think the cheeks as they call them, the cheeks, the cheeks of the machine. So I don't think we're gonna have to take this off, but if we do, at least we know how to take it off with this, to take off the sidebars. We know how to take it off with these screws right here. So, you know, and I don't believe this has any bearing. I think this is if you want to go in the back, like get to all this stuff in the back. I don't think these have any bearing on the front. Take it off the front. I don't think. But that's what I kind of do whenever I kind of just look at whenever I'm about to go in something. I just get a good idea for it, like what I'm gonna be dealing with, what connects to what, all of that before I even mess with it. You know, so that's what it looks like with this machine right here. Kind of. And then we got 2 screws on the side right here. I see right here, which doesn't look like it has any bearing on the front as well either. So yeah, let's get to work, man. Let's do it. Let's do it real quick. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So I got a drill. That way we don't have to, you know. We got a drill. On a trusty drill right here. Boom, 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 with a battery. Let's put a battery in this thing. And we're gonna jump in here, man, and get to work on this thing, man. You know, change these pads out real quick, you know. Boom. Make sure we good. Do this in, bam. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. We got power. Let's get it. Okay, so we're gonna do this first. We're gonna take these off first, right? Let's do these. Make sure you save. Make sure you got a place to always save your screws. That's 3. That's 2, and then 3 right here. That's the 3 that I see. That's the 3 that I see. That's really hold. See, look, it's already starting to come off. Look, boom. See? There we go. Boom, boom, boom. We good. We good. We good. It's already starting to pop off a little bit. Let's go. We know we're doing the right thing. Okay. So let's go. Let's flip it over and get this bottom one right here. And maybe something will happen with that bottom one down there. This one right here. That holds the drive right here. See? Maybe there might be something underneath there that releases it. So let's grab this. Grab this screw right here. Good. Bam. Save that right here, right? Okay, now does this come off some kind of way? Oh, no, the bottom. Let's get these at the bottom. I think that hooks to this. So let's get those 5 at the bottom right here. Let's get that. Boom. No. There we go. Boom. Boom. 4 or 3. 4 and 5. Oh. All right, let's do it. Oh, not off yet. Oh, la. Yep. We on the right track. Boom. We on the right track. Let's go. We on the right track. Got that popped off right there? Oh yeah. Yeah, we're definitely on the right track. Let's go. So does this come off some kind? Yep, look, boom. There we go. Done, we got that piece off. Put this right here, just in case we need it. I know we're gonna have some little tiny screws in there we gotta mess with. See, you remember what I told y'all? Like, see, they got a screw missing right here. See? So that's good for me to know though. That way I could replace it. I'm gonna put it together and just make a mental note of the screws that's been slow. Look, see, right here. Okay, so let's go get this off. Once we take these, looks like once we take these 2 out, let's go get this top off right here. Let's go. Let me make sure we got the screws in their own places. So this is the 5 that go on the back. And then we're gonna put the ones that go on here right there. Don't, as y'all know, when y'all take apart something, don't lose your screws, man. Don't lose your screws. Okay, so we got those two right there. Boom. Okay. So let's see if it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if she pops off. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Bam. Look at that. Amazing. Let's get it. Let's get it. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. So we got the faceplate off. There we go. We got the faceplate off. Whew. Okay. Boom. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Okay. So being that we know that this board right here, see, this board follows a certain layout. That means we got to look for this on this. See, I see it already. We're looking for the same shape thing as, so it's right here. This whole thing. So that means this whole thing got to come off, right? Okay. So from what I'm saying, look, we got screws missing right here, and we got screws missing right here. So it looks like this thing should slide out. Look at that. Yep. That's probably not that cool. But the screws is missing, but you know, I've put stuff back together without with screws missing as well. Okay, so we got one cable right here. We got a cable underneath. I think that's our main cable. So we got two cables. Remember, on this one right here, we have a cable that's gonna plug in right here. If y'all can see it, it's right here. That's gonna be the main cable. I'm gonna plug in right there. Boom. And then this is our cable right here that goes right there. See the same cable right here. It's right here. Boom. So I think it's gonna go in there like this. See, like that. We're good to go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's pop this out. Let's take this cable off right here. Look like it detaches kind of like this. Let's see if we can just wiggle it out. Nice. Bam. Good job. Good job. Let's go. And then we're gonna see if we can kind of pop this off. I'm gonna turn it this way. See if we can kind of pop this off right here. Yep, I see it. I see it. I see it. Let's see if we can get to it. Bam, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. There's our old pads. Look, just like that, just that easy. There it is. Okay, now check this out. This is what I'm talking about. See the difference? New, old. See this board right here underneath on the old one? This brown board right here? See how all the pads are connected individually? See? And then this is the new one is an all-in-one. That's what I mean. So with the old one, with the old pads, you can literally take these off one by one. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's do one. Let's do one real quick, just for the tutorial, just for the sake, just to see how it works. Let's do. We already in here. We might as well see how it goes. So let's see. We're gonna take off. Let's take off this pad, this one right here. So that would be this pad right here, this first pad right here, or the last pad, which would be, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So pad 16 up here. We're gonna take that off right here, just to see, just to show how it looks. If you take off individual pads. So obviously they connected like this by cables. And they even have the pad numbers right here so you can't lose track. They got the pad numbers on the board. So look, if we pop this cable off, all right, let's pop this cable off like this. Boom. This is just a little extra. This has nothing to do with you. You don't have to do this to change the pad. I just want to show y'all like the individual pads, the difference. Okay, let's grab one of these small ones right here. I knew we were gonna have some small screw. Always have your little small screwdrivers handy whenever you're about to get inside some gear. You're gonna have some little small screws. They will. You know. So look, boom, we good. So let's take. I think it's this one. This screw right here. Let's take that off, and we'll be able to see what the individual pads look like. That way, just in case y'all got this like this and y'all want to change just the individual pads, y'all know. Boom. That's one screw. The screws to get to them, they in the holes right here, see? And it's two screws holding the pad together. It's like it's that diagonal, see? So this is pad one screw, two screw. Then this is the next pad, one screw, two screw. Next pad, one screw, two. So they diagonal. That holds it in place. So it's two screws that holds it in place. So we got one, and then we're gonna go in here and get the other one. That screw is in there tight as hell, bro. Man. Let's see. That gonna come out of it? Let's see. Yep, I think we could get it in there. Did it loosen it? I don't want to strip it. Oh. Damn, that's in there, bro. Give me a second. Let me get another screwdriver. I may need another screwdriver. Okay, there we go. I just got it out with the drill. Nice. Right, I got it out with the drill. All right, boom. Okay, so check this out. See? You can take the individual pad off like this. See? Bam. Okay, so I guess if you need to clean it or do something like that, you can literally just, probably take this off. Let's see what's up with that. Let's see what's up with that. It looks like they just yeah, look. They just literally mashed on now like that, bam. So just be careful with this, man. Don't break it. They just clamped. All you do is just bend the clamps back. I got 4 clamps. If you need to clean it. Okay. Got some old school tricks you could do with this too, man. When you got your pads, like to make your pads like super sensitive, you could put stuff underneath them. I've seen people do that in studios, like with their old MPCs. They'll go inside and put stuff underneath the pads to make it super sensitive to where, they could turn the velocity all the way down and just kind of tap the pad and boom, it'll I've seen all type of stuff people do with that over the year. People do with their machine, they older machines, just to get a different feel from it. Look at that. There we go. La. Boom. See? So there's your pad. There's your sensor. So just in case you want to clean it, you know. And there's the pad right there. So we just broke one pad down. See what I'm saying? And I believe you could get these separate. You could get them separate, but I don't think Akai sell them no more. If you was to get these separate, they probably won't be new. If you was to find something like this, like on eBay or something, some pads to change like the individual pads. If you want to go the cheap route and don't get the whole replacement kit, you probably could get the individual pads for cheap. You know, but they probably gonna be used. I doubt they still making new ones like the new pads. So you just make sure you get them from somebody that the pads ain't worn out, or if you find them somewhere, the individual pads. So, yeah, let's put that back on there like that. Just put it back how it was. Look like all it does is just clamp. Just clamp them black clamps back down and it'll be good to go. Oh, oh.
Purpleworld made that.
Nice, nice. There we go. Bam. See? Back to normal. Pad is good to go. Bam, bam, and it got the nice response to it. You see what I'm saying? So that's individual pads. You see what I'm saying? So let's put this back on now. See? And you can literally take them all off one at a time. You know. So I guess when you put this back on, you got to make sure it's turned fit. That make sure the connector can curve. See? Make sure the connector can curve into the slot like that. Don't put it like this. See what I'm saying? See how it curves out? The connector curves out away from the slot. So you want to put it this way. Put this through here like this. Bam. And then just fix it back on there. And it should fall flush. Yep, it just falls flush. There it is. And then you put the screws back. Let's put the screws back in. Oh, this one. So that was a nice I didn't plan on doing that, but that was nice, just like an in-depth view of the inside of your MPC. You know, at least the pads, how the pads work, the old pads. One, and then two right there. Two right here. Bam, look at that. Nice. They're back in, it's back on. Screw it back tight. Bam. And then we connect it back. Connect the cable back like that. Bam. Now it's back on. There you go. Very good to go. Bam. Okay. So we done with this. We took this off. This is the new one we about to put on now. You know, it look like it's real easy, like very, very easy. just put this bone, connect this cable to here. See, same connection right here underneath. It's right here. If y'all can't see it, it's right. The connection is right here. So connect this cable here, and then here, slide it back in, and there you go. We got our new pad upgrades. I'm gonna have to get these screws. I don't really like. I'm gonna get these screws right here. Figure out what size these screws are. That holds this down, and get them back and put it. You know, that way this could stay nice and good in there. You know what I'm saying? But once this part go back on it, you know. Oh shoot! I should have popped these Q links off. These Q link knobs off first. Good thing they came off with it. See, once this go in it like this, let's just see how it's gonna look. See? It's gonna look like this. Bam, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, that's how it's gonna look. Nice. See what I'm saying? See? But the good part is once this goes down, once this is screwed back down over it, it's gonna keep this in place. Even if the screws is missing, it's gonna keep it in place nice. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather just have the screws in there just to know. So I'm gonna figure out what screws that is right here, what screws those are, those 4 screws are, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get those screws and then go back in here and just fasten them, fasten it. Okay, so let's put this, let's connect this. Let's get it. We're gonna connect this to this. But this wire is it don't give you much wiggle room, so you just gotta kind of work with it underneath here to get it locked in. It don't give you much wiggle room. It doesn't. So we made y'all probably not gonna be able to see it because I gotta turn it. See, I gotta turn it like this down to get it to give me the room I need to connect it. Then I'm gonna show y'all how to test the pads as well. Once you connect everything back, they got a way you can test the pads. I think it go this way. I think it should. So let's just put it on. Let's put it on how it's supposed to go. See, like this. Now we could, yeah. Now we could, yeah. There we go. Now we got the room. So just pop this cable in there like so. If we could get it. Maybe I need to turn it up like this, maybe. All right. Line it up. Line it up. Oh, I'm putting it the wrong. I think it goes bottom down. Oh, wait, hold up. I think it goes like that. Does it? Does it go like this? This way? Think it does. Yep. Yep. I was putting it in the wrong way. Boom. Wait, hold on. Oh, shoot. Let me see the other. Let me see the other one. Let me see the other one real quick. That's gonna tell me how it go. I don't want to force it in there. But let me. This one goes like this. This one goes like that. Boom. Yep. So can it go in there this way? Let me just see. Can it go in there the other way? I just want to see something. If it'll allow me to put it in the other way. If it doesn't, then that means we good. I don't want to force it in there the wrong way. Nope. Nope. It won't allow me to put it in the other. So that's the right way we got it. That's the right way we got it. Won't allow you to put it in the wrong way. It won't allow it. So we good. Let's do it again. We had it. We had it. We had it. Oh shoot. Oh, got it. Get it in there. Line it up nice and good. Boom. There we go. And then I keep dropping it. I don't have nobody to hold it. Somebody come hold this thing up. Somebody come hold it up for me. Boom. Line it up. Nice and good. There we go. Boom, it's in there. It's in there. Okay, so let's not pull on it. Let's make sure, and then when I lay it back down, I can fasten it a little bit better. Bam, now let's fasten it. Make sure it's plugged in there nice. There we go. We're good to go. There we go. Bam. You got that connector on. And then all you do is slide this back like this. Make sure this wire is on top. That's the way it was. This was on top. Like that. And make sure this goes underneath like that. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Okay. Now this wire right here is a little bit longer. This one. So maybe we could tuck it underneath. See this one, this wire right here. Let me put it in the camera so you guys can see it. See our second wire right here? Our second connector right here? This one is a little bit longer than this one. See? Yeah, this one was short poking out. It was short poking out. See? This one poking out way longer. So we might have to take this cable right here and tuck it underneath. That way it connects right here, right into here. And you don't have all this wire hanging. See all this wire? You don't need that. Because it's supposed to plug right here. Right into this spot right here. See what I'm saying? So we may have to take that the extra kit, just tuck it underneath some kind of way. So let's see if we could do that. Bam, look, just like that. Just like that. Bam, look. Just like that. Easy breezy. Bam, bam. Don't push too hard on it whenever you're dealing with this. Don't push too hard on nothing because it'll. Let me see which way that go again. Let me see which way this goes again. So if it's on there like this, it goes with the connector that up. So this up. Got it. Push it underneath. Push the rest of that underneath. Maybe take this and just kind of push it. Yeah. That's smart. That's smart. There you go. There you go. Just push it underneath. Underneath the tray, the chassis. Boom. All right. All right. Maybe we should do this. Let's move it. Let's move it. I don't want to move it too much because remember we got that connector underneath. Let's see if we could take it off. Take it off like this. And let's see if we could. Like that. And then move it a little bit, right? And maybe that gives us a little bit more space to connect it. Yep, it sure does. Now we can connect it. Bam, look at that. Connected. Come on, snap in now, man. Snap in now. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Just snap in now. Bam, there we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. It's in there. Okay. Now we can take it and now put it back like that. Let's turn it back around. That way we can line it up nice. Real-time build. Real-time build. Look at that. Bam. And she's on now. She is on there. Right. Hold up. Our cable is coming off from the bottom right here. Let's make sure it's in there. That's a lot of cable, man, that they gave you for that thing. But I guess that's a good thing, right? But it's a lot, though. It's a lot. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, before we put it back on, before we put the plate back on, it will be wise for us to test it just to make sure it works before we put our plate back on, right? So let's do that. Don't try this at home with the plate off. Do not try this at home. Let me get the power cord. Do not try this at home with the plate off, with wires exposed. All we want to do is just test it. Just make sure the pads are responsive. Right? That's all. Okay. So now it's plugged. All right. We're going to hit the power button. We should have power. There it is. Okay. And then I believe it's pad. What is it? Pad. Do the velocities. I think it's pad. Which one was it? Pad 8, I believe. To do the velocities. Check it. Pad 8, I believe. Let me see. So you go to the mode button would be right here. So that's gonna start doing green, and then you hit pad 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. What am I doing? Which pad that is? That's pad 10. Pad 10. 8, 9, 10. So mode button and then pad 10. See? And then I believe pad. There we are. Pad. Bam. Now you can test the velocity. There they are. See? So see how we know pad 10 worked because we was able to press it. So let's just press them. See? There they go. Nice. Look at that. All full velocity, 127, and I'm just tapping it. All full velocity. Look at that. Nice. And they all work. They all register. See? Soft. I'm hitting it soft. Very, very soft. Nice. Look at that. That's amazing. See? Very soft. So you check them all one at a time. See? Soft. And then hard. You're just supposed to be able to tap it and it hit 127 full. See? Then you hit it soft. See, it's going to 3, 22, 28. And when I'm hitting it soft, 35, 42. See? Soft. And then tap it 127. So let's just check everyone. Hit it soft, then tap it hard. Hit it soft, good. Tap it hard. Hit it soft, tap it hard. Hit it soft, tap it hard. Bam. Hit it soft, tap it hard. Good. Soft, tap it hard. Nice. Hit it soft, tap it hard. Nice. 127. Hit it soft, tap it hard. Nice. Soft. Nice. Soft. Tap it hard. Nice. Soft. Yep. Tap it hard. Nice. Soft. Nice. Tap it hard. Nice. Soft. Tap it hard. Bam. We working. We working. All of it is working. Let's turn it off. Bam. See? So that's the way you test it. You know, you could hit the mode button and then you hit pad 10. and then you hit the F button that says pad, and you'll be able to see the velocities light up whenever you test each pad. That's how you can tell if the pads is working nice. So if you have one like this and you just want to test your original pads to make sure they're not going out or anything, then do that. Hit the mode button, hit pad 10, other. It says other, pad 10, and then hit the function button that says pad. Hit that, and then just test your pads the same way I did. Hit them soft, and then hit it hard. Just tap it. But I'm not saying press it hard. Just tap it like bam. But put a little force behind it, and it should register 127. So just boom, like that. If you got to press on it hard like that, like press it, then your pads they going out. And soon, very soon, if you don't do anything about it, very soon you're gonna press it, and you're just not gonna get no response. You know what I'm saying? So you can test your machine, and you can do that. You can do it with the 2500, all that. They all kind of like the same. You can do it with the same thing. Let's test it. All right, let's put the thing back on. Let's put this back on. So I'm gonna make sure I get these screws, these 4, whatever size these screws. I'm gonna make sure I get the size for these screws. But for now, I'm gonna just put the plate back on, and that'll hold it in place for now, like it was doing before. But definitely gonna get these 4 screws to connect, to make sure this stays like this. But I get one, like I said, once we put the plate back on, it'll stay in place. Look at that, man. That's amazing. Let's go. Look at that. I'm loving it already. Look at that. Fat pads installed. Upgrade kit installed. Ready to go. Okay, now we got some screws we got to put back on. We ain't done yet. We got some screws we got to put back on. Okay, let's just make sure everything is. Oh, let's unplug it. Let's unplug it. My bad. Let's unplug it. We don't want no power going to it when we start messing with shit. Boom. That's our power switch. We good. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So let's do these first. Let's put these on first. All right. Let's put these on first. So that's our 2 right here. So our 2 right here. And let's get our drill. Boom. Okay, let's put this in here like this. Oh, wait, hold up. Before we do that, this is just, I forgot. Let me just show y'all this real quick. Make sure that when you put the plate on, make sure none of your buttons are caught underneath the plate. Make sure, look at all your buttons. Because sometimes you can put the plate on to where a button is caught underneath the plate, like between the plate and between the face plate and the surface, and a button to be squeezed underneath there. So when you put the plate back on, look at all your buttons and make sure they're all operable. All of them. None of them are caught or wedged underneath the plate. Yeah, make sure of that. Boom. See, everything is out. Everything is good. See, all of these good. They're all responsive. Good. See, boom. Let's go. Let's put our screws back on. In this up. Mm. That is magnetic. Nice. The drill bit is magnetic. Oh, come on. There we go. That's 1. Screw 2. just put it on a drill. Like this. Nice. That's back on. Okay. And then let's do these four at the bottom. Remember our four at the bottom, which are these four, I believe. Oh, wait, hold up. You remember we still got that screw right here. That one screw right here. Where is it? Oh, no, that's for this plate, right? That's for this plate right here. Right. Okay, so I guess we could put that plate back on, right? Yeah, let's put that plate back on. Let's do that. I think it goes like, yep, underneath there. There we go. Bam. Yep. Nice. There's our plate, right? Let's put our screw back in there. Bam. There's our screw back in there, like that, right? And now we can go ahead on and put our screws back in here. So that's our 5 screws, right? 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's our 5 screws. Let's put them back. Nice. Nice. Make sure not to strip the screws. Just tap your drill a little bit. Don't have to. No, just tap your drill. There you go. Tap, tap, tap on the drill. Bam. Nice. There we go. Boom. We got all of them back in, all 5 back in. We good with the plate, right? Now we're back to the top right here, right? We're back to the top. Let's do this. This one on right here. All right. Put this on right here. Screw number 2. There we go. Oh. There we go. And then screw number 3. And we should be good to go. Bam. There we go. No more screws. We're good. And then our Q-link knobs. So we didn't really need these. We didn't really need our small screws, our small screwdrivers. We didn't need them just for that pad thing that we did, which really wasn't part of this. But you know, I'm glad I got a chance to show y'all that the difference in the pads. That was an unexpected thing. So I got to see the difference in the pad and what these pads do. How these new the pad upgrade is, and or basically how the version 1, the generation 1 of this was done, and the generation 2 with the new pad upgrade. So just remember, 2 versions of this. You know, the way you tell is if you got the silver faceplate on the back, the silver plate on the back like this, then you got version 1. Chances are you got version 1. But just because you got version 1 doesn't mean they probably didn't, they didn't do the pad upgrade. You know, so just be aware of that. Just because you got a version 1, maybe so just ask whoever, if you get it from somebody, or if you buy it new or whatever, just make sure that just ask them if there's the upgraded pads on it or not. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, these are the other ones. Again, that's the board, individual pads. You could change these out individually. We took it apart, took one of the pads off, just so y'all can see how you can change them out individually if you want. Which I could have done that to this. I could have. I didn't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to, but it's still good that I did it. You know, that way it's still very good that we did it though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope this helped out. You know, maybe this helped out somebody. Maybe this helped out somebody just kind of going over this and seeing how to do it, what to do, how to do it, all of that. Hopefully they helped out. And yeah, man, that's the end of this. That's the end of this thing. We got new pads on it, fat pads, feel nice, red color. We checked them all before we put the faceplate on. Even though those screws are not in, say they don't, the this keeps it in place. The faceplate keeps it in place. Now, one thing that I didn't do, which I just looked at it, one thing that I didn't do is anytime you take your faceplate off, and y'all probably know this already, but anytime you take a faceplate off or whatever, just wipe it off, because you never know, you might have touched it, smudges. So I didn't do it. So hopefully there's no smudges on this when I turn it on. There's no smudges on the actual screen underneath. So anytime you take a faceplate, have a cloth before you put it back together, just wipe this off. There's no telling what got on there. Could have been some small little specks of dust or whatever got on your screen. So I didn't do it, but it isn't nothing. If there is something on there, it's nothing to pop this back off, wipe off the screen, put it back on. Nothing. Very, very easy to do. 3 minutes, boom. But just make sure you do that. Wipe the actual screen, and then this case, the faceplate, wipe underneath there as well. Underneath it. So wipe the screen, the screen that's actually hooked to the machine, wipe the screen off very lightly and gently, then wipe underneath here, underneath this actual fade, wipe underneath there. That way both sides is clean. And then put it back on. We didn't do that, but hopefully it's still good. All right. There you go, man. MPC 1000 replacement pads. The pad upgrade kit done. For those of y'all that missed it, we got it from the people at mpcstuff.com. I ordered it. I did the express shipping, which was about maybe $50, something like that. And it took maybe about 2 to 3 days to get to me. 3 days to get to me. So it wasn't that bad. Just in case y'all want to get it. They got different colors of this, different colors of the pads. Again, you can get the upgrade. I opted for the fat pads, the fat pads, but you can get the upgraded kit. You can get the upgraded kit with these regular pads. You can get that. So you don't have to get the fat pad. The fat pads obviously is a little more, but why not? Why not pop for it, So altogether it was like, probably like a little bit probably like 300, 3 something with shipping. 3 with shipping, something like that. Bam, there you go. And it feels good, man. So nice. I hope this helped you guys out. I hope y'all watching it, y'all seeing it. Maybe it did. I know there are probably other people that have done this online. Other people that got tutorials on it or showed it before or whatever. But hopefully y'all saw something here that probably they didn't show y'all. Hopefully y'all did. So it's always good to have a piece of information online. I'm gonna keep this. Because like I said, the pads aren't dead. They aren't. They just, they just very. Some of them you have to hit harder than others. You have to hit them hard. But to get them. Oh shoot, this is loose. I don't think I screwed it back tight enough. Let me do that. I didn't screw it back tight enough. Where am I screwdriver? I didn't screw it back tight enough. Let me do that real quick. See, the pad is loose, look. Shaking. These are firm on there, but this one is shit. The one I took off is shaking. So that just means that the screws are a little loose. Let's just make sure they're on there nice. Bam. And then this one. Bam. Bam. There we go. There we go. Boom. There we go. Nice, solid. There we go. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. There y'all go, man. All right. Let me get off of here, man. I don't want to make the video too long. That way anybody can watch this thing. It's not too long. We didn't ramble too much on here. Live upgrade. I don't even think nobody's done this live. Like you might have videos on this that somebody did it on a video and condensed it. But possibly this is the first one that's actually live, that was done live. Like actual live. But anything could have went wrong, anything could have happened, anything could have been messed up. But we just checked the pads, but obviously I'm gonna check all the buttons, make sure they're all responsive, which they feel good. And we didn't touch anything else. We didn't touch like none of this stuff, so I don't see why we would have messed up something else in here, the buttons or whatever. So I'm guessing they still all good. But I'm gonna hook it up, work with it, make sure everything is all good. And yeah, man, y'all gonna be seeing this thing in action very, very soon. Same thing, same way I showed the S3000 XL, working on that. I'm gonna be seeing this in action real soon. I may get a stand for it because I can't see from where I am right now. This thing is pretty low. I'm a tall guy, so this thing is pretty low on this thing right here, this table right here. It's pretty low, but I still can't see the screen. I gotta literally go look over it to see the screen. See what I'm saying? I gotta look over it. So I may get a stand or something that props it up like this. That way I can see the screen. See, I can see the screen good now. Anything that just props it up, like maybe a laptop stand, or I may get something that's custom done for it, that holds like some memory cards or something, just in case I want to put some extra memory cards. CFF card. Let me see if I got it. Yep. Just in case y'all don't know, this is the card that goes with it. Called a CF card. Not your regular card, not your regular card, but you can get it. You can get this as an adapter, so you can put an SD card in it. Your normal cards that we use. So there are adapters like this. So if you got SD cards or whatever, just get an adapter like this, and your SD card goes right in. And that's these cards right here go. That's the cards that go in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, like this. Okay. Push it in nice and good, and it's in there. It doesn't click on it. I never did like that. It doesn't click until let you know it's in there. You just gotta push it in. It doesn't click to let you know it's in there. But when you hit this, that's what pops it out. Okay? This little switch right here. Okay. So just push it in really, really good until this little switch pops out. I wish they had it. I wish it clicked to let you know that it's in there, but I remember it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So you're good. Just pop it out, put it in, bam. And you got your samples or whatever you loaded, whatever your projects, whatever you do on that. This machine right here was heralded for first of all, its effects. Number one, its effects. Effects are amazing on this thing, like hands down, amazing. So your phasers, your flanges, and they're all built in here. All of that, all of them are in here, running through your outs. So this thing was known for its effects, really, really good effects. Okay. When it first dropped, obviously the 2500 came out, all of them, which had the same stuff, the same effects and all of that. But when it first dropped, yeah, the effects, people want it. You know what I'm saying? People want it. But yeah. Just be very aware that this machine right here, it's a tank. It's very well built, like literally a tank, man. It's solid. You understand what I'm saying? Like this thing is and it has a lot of weight to it. It doesn't look like it, but it literally has some weight to it. It's solid. It's a tank. But that's the way them old machines was built, man. Metal stuff. Very, very solid, man. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, this is just like a standalone unit, man. You know, I mean, well, it is a standalone unit, but it's just like like you could sit on your couch with this thing. That's why everybody liked it back in the day. You know, you just plug it up and sit on your couch with this thing, and you got your headphone port right here. See your headphones right here. Hook your headphones up. Foot switches if you got it running through something. You know what I'm saying? And you could just tap out your beats and stuff on this thing, man. Full sequencer in it, all of that. Man. It was literally an all in one type of deal. That was very compact that you could literally drop in your bag and just handle your bit, and it was giving you that same crunch as the 20 as the well, not the same crunch, but you know it was giving you that same power as the ones before it. It was giving you that, obviously a different sound, but still giving you that same power. So that's why people kind of went off when this machine dropped. They literally went off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got something from it, man. The build pads is on. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And if y'all got any questions or anything like that, if you ever doing something like this, you got any questions like that, feel free to drop them in there, or whatever. And yeah, man, pretty much the only thing I got to do is just figure out the size of those screws that's in there. Yeah, once I get them, I'm gonna just pop this faceplate back off. Then I get a chance to wipe it off again. Pop this faceplate back off. Put the screws in. Make sure this is down. Put the screws in. And yeah, just my peace of mind, just knowing that them screws is on there. But like I said, this ain't going nowhere. Look, this plate right here is fully secure, holding this down, so it ain't shaking, it ain't going nowhere. Like them pads is on there, they in there, so that ain't going nowhere. Just in case, but it's still good to have them screws in there just to know. We good. All right, thank you guys, man, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, LA, Ohio. Oh, hip hop. Oh, I like that. LA, hip hop. Yeah, this is pretty much the same as the 25, like literally. Just a smaller version of 2500. I actually have the 2500. That was the MPC that I've been having for a long time. The 2000, the 2000, the 2500, and the 2000 XL. Yeah. That was the MPCs that I kept for quite a while, for a long, long time. That's kind of how I learned the MPCs on those machines. And then obviously I had the rolling MV as well back in the day. But yeah, this is pretty much the same as the 2500, like just a smaller version of the 2500. You're going to get the same sound, it's all that. But obviously this one was made first, But yeah, cool. Two versions of it. Remember, just there's two versions of it. The ones with this upgrade, the upgrade we did, the second version has the new pad upgrade. You don't need to do what we did. This is the original one, so it doesn't have, which I kind of like that. That is one of the original. That means that it's way older, way more vintage. It's one of the original ones that didn't have the pad upgrade. You know what I'm saying? So now it does. There you go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Again, hopefully this helped. If it did, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all drop a like on the video. That was a lot of shit I had to do to set this thing up. So yeah. I'm gonna be back on later on, cooking up beats later on tonight, on the S3000 XL. If y'all want to see how that's done, go check out my past live stream that I did the other night. We had some fun cooking up some boom bap beats on that. Real fun cooking that up, man. Thank everybody that pulled up. I appreciate you guys for pulling up, and just checking out, checking in and just saying what's up while we made the beats. But if y'all want to see how the S3000 XL, the sampler, the S3000 XL, how that sampler works, that's one of the rack samplers. If y'all know that one, the Akai rack sampler. If y'all want to see how that works, y'all can check it out. So I'm gonna be back on here later on tonight doing that same exact thing. Cooking up some beats, man. All right, but we gonna hook this up. I'm gonna hook this up right now. Just kind of give it a once over, test everything out. Maybe load some samples in it, kind of mess with it for a little while, for an hour or two. I got to get in the studio and start and do some work, man. Got a few mixes I got to take care of. But I'm gonna catch you guys again very, very soon. Y'all look out for me when we jump on, probably later on tonight, or it's either gonna be tonight or tomorrow morning sometime. We're gonna jump on here and go hand with some beats, man. All right, y'all take care. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Love you guys, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.